understand how someone can question the existence of heaven when I spent a decade and a half of my life living under heaven. I don't understand how someone can question this existence when I've experienced its presence. I was raised in heaven. That's the title of my poem. I was raised in heaven. My mom and dad were angels, wrapped in one with a ribbon on it. And every day was a present. And I saw sweat drip and drop from it as she was coming from the digging of holes, which was weighed as work, because it brought home wages which put food on the table. Never a day did I see her drape black label, so I assumed that she was able. She tried by all means to buy my sister and I branded labels, which my father never did, even though he was more capable. This history of my heavenly home is starting to sound like a mystery, which is contradictory. Which father am I talking about? Because I was raised in heaven. My mom and dad were angels, wrapped in one with a ribbon on it. I witnessed the death of both my parents. I saw both my parents being put into the works of their own hands, which was the digging of holes, which was weighed as work, because it brought home wages which put food on the table. I began to see life as unfair. I began to see life as unfair because my mother's digging of holes was for the building of homes, but now how could she be put in a hole that's responsible for the breaking of her home? My mother's digging of holes was for the building of homes, but now she was being put in a hole that's responsible for the breaking of her home. She always taught me and others of the importance of education, just how one is never too old for education. And just when she was done with the dictation of education and she decided to take on the mission of education for the liberation from poverty, she died before graduation. Greater liberty from the sickly body that she had learned to love, greater liberty just when I reached my puberty. Lord, I need your serenity to help me accept this with tranquility, as this is an occurrence I cannot change. I hear that the streets of heaven are made of gold, and wherever she walked, I see gold. I see me, I see my sister, I see gold. And now that she's gone, she left with our heavenly home, and now the onus is on us to rebuild this heavenly home with the gold that she left, with the gold that we are. Gold comes from dust, don't you know? Yeah.